table, getting everybody ready. Just touch base on any deals that you have going on, any buyer, seller needs, any questions, anything that we can do to help. We'll go right around. Stan, we'll start with you. I know you had that dry clean. I think you're
Still working on that 5 restaurant.
Yes,
One of the partners went away, so they gotta get.
interesting concept. So it's a ghost kitchen type deal, or is it's one place cooks the food and delivers it to other restaurants?
Correct.
So they don't have kitchens?
Correct. One restaurant cooks the food and delivers to the other restaurants. It's
All relatively close to each other.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 partners in it, so that's where the.
That's where the fun part is.
Correct. Got another restaurant that I'm trying to list also, like a lounge in the Bronx.
Yeah.
It's like a hookah spot, restaurant, lounge.
So anything else you need for help us to push, we're here to make sure we run it. Pedro, what you got, buddy?
I still got the liquor store, that bar that I had punched out
Hassan?
with Hassan. Yeah. So we're still pushing it. I got an off market that I'm working still with Mike. 10 million for the club and 4 million for the building. So we're working on that on the side. The gas
Is it a club?
it's a club.
Local?
New York City.
Okay.
We just lowered the price again. I think we're at 219 right now.
Started at 250.
Yeah, we're at 219. He's getting kind of desperate.
Yeah, Richard's got some decent buyers, so maybe we get a deal.
Yeah, it's on the lower end, so it's like 219, and I think it's making 90,000,
What about inventory?
200. But they're willing to like wholesale because they want to get out of the state. The gas station I had after I got all the docs and we went over the percentage wise, kind of backed out.
Okay. It happens, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people keep wanting a cold broke, but I don't think it's a good idea if we don't have full control of that.
Yeah, I would agree. I definitely agree. It's a nightmare scenario. Just gets worse and worse,
That's usually.
Yeah.
So what's going on is I'll get leads, your phone. And they won't say their agent or their realtor until after. Yeah, they're playing the game now. I think they're getting smart.
They'll play the game. Yeah, I'm interested. They'll sign the NDA. It's like, oh, by the way.
No, even the seller though. They'll act like they own me. That happened to me 5 times already. They act like they're the owner. And then they're like, oh no, actually I'm the agent.
Really?
Yeah. It's been happening to me this past week.
Would you say the seller?
The seller.
The seller, what? What do you mean the seller?
The agent that has the listing acts like the seller.
Okay.
Where are you getting those leads from?
Those leads are coming from acquisitions or from Facebook.
Yeah. See, like the Facebook ones, they could be doing that.
Yeah, it's a numbers game on Facebook. It's a great lead source for sure. I mean, we've all gotten some deals and leads from Facebook Marketplace. You just gotta go through the nonsense, filter through all the crap, to get some good leads.
Still working my pizzeria out east. Still, I haven't gave up. I won't give up because it's with the.
You're promoting that on Facebook Marketplace also?
Which one? No, I haven't done no promoting on Facebook.
All right, if you want to push it, I'd say definitely go out there. Facebook
The liquor
Marketplace.
store, you mean?
Liquor store, pizzeria, just get some kind of traction on it. You get a ton of phone calls. Like I said, you'll have to weed through the crap, but there are serious buyers looking at it all day, every day, for sure.
Alex told me that about a week ago, and I got a lot of hits after I did that last time.
Yeah, definitely try it for sure, 100%. Stevie boy, what do you got going?
I still got that 5 Subway.
I was telling Steve, so the situation is the gentleman has 5 subways that he wants to get rid of, and he just misses meetings, can't make it, running around. He's a busy guy, right?
Yeah.
But he's still in contact with you.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be times where you can't nail down a seller, and it's not that they're not interested in selling, it's they're profitable, they're not desperate, they don't need to sell, and I'll get to you when I get to you, right? But when that time comes, they'll do business.
Yeah.
You just stay consistent, stay top of mind, and eventually you'll get them, for sure.
So I got another healthcare. He's gonna sign the ELA today.
Oh, nice.
1.2.
Stuff.
Yeah. 12%
What
commission.
kind of business is it?
So
Home health care service.
Yeah.
Nice.
How big is it?
We're just waiting for him to sign. He don't really help me with a lot.
12%, beautiful. What is it, 1.2? It's a lot of buyers.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
He's got
buyers.
another one in New York too, but his lawyer has it. We had 2 locked. Yeah, so I got a card store I'm gonna sign the ELA. We're just waiting over some just documents to try to figure out his numbers, but he's ready to sell.
Nice.
That was a drop note.
Look at that. They actually work.
Yeah, I hit a drop note on a body shop in Freeport too. He's not ready, but he at least called me and said, I'm searching around now. So
Love it, dude. Love it. Drop notes all day.
then I got that. Remember that restaurant I told you about? It was he's getting evicted.
Yes.
I'm going to meet with him on Friday to take pictures and stuff. To see if we can put. And it's turnkey. It's ready to go. I mean, this guy sent me videos of it. The fucking the place. Yeah,
That's it, sale?
that's it, sale.
Tons of,
He owns the building too, so he said whoever buys it, he'll give a good lease.
fantastic.
So he owns another building with another club. He's like, I'm 48. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go meet with him Friday, 8 o'clock. And I had that repair shop in Maryland. Just waiting for his tax returns and stuff, and I sent him the ELA too.
Good stuff, man. You're
For
busy.
that.
You got stuff good. You got stuff good.
Yeah, I just gotta follow back up.
Stay consistent of what got you there. The
Yeah.
drop notes, the outbound prospecting, follow up with everybody, stay on top of the subway guy. Just,
Yeah.
it's snowballing now.
Yeah.
Snowballing. So,
Yeah,
good
and
shit.
the healthcare guy was the virtual assistant email blast.
There you go. It works, man. We'll talk prospecting for sure at the end of the meeting to tell anybody who has issues with prospecting and stuff like that. So, good shit, Steve. Busy. That's all you got.
Yeah, I have someone looking for a laundromat. He had that 85K one, but she didn't like it.
Yeah. He's working a couple of those. He did drop notes, so he's got some good stuff coming up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's up for now.
Turn it and burn it, good shit, man.
We'll wait till when Vince gets back, so I want to be on the same page with
Yeah, no problem.
You go next.
No problem. So what you got going on?
So I have almost got to activate my, well, I know listings yet, but my goal is in the next month or 2 to have 5. Got a goal, got to get aggressive with it. But I'm trying to really search for pest control companies and roofing companies. And I'd probably start with like New York, New Jersey, so I can like travel and go like see it
Meet 'em if
have it
need
in
be,
front of
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really it. I do have a family friend who I mentioned that I started doing this, and he was like, he liked the idea of buying a laundromat. But
Okay, where?
he's on Long Island, so I don't know.
There's plenty of stuff that we have. We got some stuff. Connect you with the guys who specialize in that kind of in laundromats here. So they got a lot of inventory.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Is everything on Monday or no? They post it?
Not everything. Not everything. That's why it's good to just have a conversation in the group chat in the Slack channel. Just ask out there because some people have stuff that's not shown that are off market, just waiting for financials, almost there, and you can jump on it at that point. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, keep pushing.
Just gonna getting started.
Keep pushing as you go. All right, what you got going?
So I have been attacking business owners through Instagram with the same thing, with what I put on the drop notes, and I've been getting so much more activity that way. I have a deli in Syosset. I'm gonna go meet with them on Friday. She's been trying to sell it for the past 6 months, asking for $50. She's had it for 10 years. There was one previous owner since the 90s. So I'm hopeful about that.
Nice.
Another deli in Wantagh, meeting with him on Monday. Don't know much about that one.
Where'd that one come in from?
Instagram, yeah,
Instagram?
yeah. Also an energy company, solar, that's interested. Don't have a meeting time with him yet, but just still talking back and forth.
Interesting.
And then I have this buyer that I was very close wanting to be able to offer him other things. That's why I was asking maybe the laundromat, maybe the pizzeria that Pedro has. So anyway, so I wanted to get some more ideas to give him something to look at after today.
I wouldn't, for the pest control, nothing's done. I've been dealing with Paul, pest control. for
Paul,
4
yes,
months.
yeah.
I've been dealing with him 4 months.
Okay.
Just because he has the LOI,
Yeah.
he's got it a long way to close.
So the only thing he didn't like about my guy was that, my guy's in finance. So he wanted to see the tax returns. Paul did not want to show the tax returns. Even during, I just said during due diligence, he was angry. I was like, all right, you calm down. You know, like.
So don't keep him as a backup because.
Okay. I told him that, I haven't spoken to him since Monday, since Paul signed the LOI.
Just have him, please tell him, stick around because, again, if something that the buyer doesn't like, you can have him as a backup.
Right.
Because I've dealt with Paul many times.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to show this, he doesn't want to, it's my
Right.
fault, it's my statement. When the buyers get turned off and you walk, just
Right.
have him as a backup.
Okay, all right, so thank you for that. And then I have my sister-in-law that really wants to get on, a salon that she's gonna turn into a niche blowout bar. I was telling you about that a couple weeks ago. So I'm searching for that for her. And that's it.
Bob in Stony Brook for 1.4 million. Looks like we're gonna have a price adjustment on it to go lower. We've got Laundromat Hillside Avenue netting 80,000, and they're asking 285.
I'm just waiting to evaluate their business, find out,
Well, the dry cleaners are gonna be like two times, 2x on NOI, but then you really, there's a cash component, so
Yep.
you really gotta see, a lot of them don't pay themselves.
Yep.
So like, that's gonna be an add back for the guy that buys the place,
Yeah. I mean, what other questions should I really ask on the dry cleaner?
I mean, your rent, your insurance,
Yep, yep.
your
Rent,
employees,
Yep,
your
employees.
chemical bills, how old is the equipment? Does it have the proper, licensing?
Gotcha.
If they send it out or.
Yeah.
Is it a drop store? Like have a drop store?
Send it out.
It's like, what solvent do they use? Is it hydrocarbon? Is it perchlorethylene? This is a different thing. Some of them are phased out. So it's like it's very important to understand
Right.
industry,
So they do terrible.
Do they have to get a phase one when they buy it before they buy it?
I mean, typically, every dry cleaning gets a phase one.
Yeah.
We're selling
Would a
it.
buyer have to get that? Or
I
they
mean,
add it?
if the landlord was smart, he would get it and know it right out, but like, we're selling a property in Riverhead, dry cleaner, and it's dirty now, so now the deal fell apart.
Oh, they're never gonna get that. It's like.
And they got
EPA
remediate,
dirty?
yeah, it's dirty, forget it,
Unless they're buying the property, but if they're leasing.
Even if you're buying the property, you're kinda screwed.
Well, this guy was buying the
I'm
property.
talking about buying the property, not leasing.
Yeah, this was-
Buying a dry cleaner that has a lease in place.
No, if it's a lease, no, they don't typically get a phase one.
No, if it's a lease, no.
What I'm saying, if you're the landlord, you buy the building.
I definitely,
Then, yeah,
The bank's gonna require it.
yeah,
and then you're done. Because all of them have,
It's like an auto body shop.
yeah, it's just that field.
My
Yeah.
family owns it.
Actually, we just sold, we're in contract, we're selling a auto body and property as well. We have a long-arm route, which this is a great business for the right operator. It's got 63 machines, 50 are located. It nets 120,000 a year. It's asking a 3X. So no seller financing, or maybe a whole like 25, but that's like it. And he wants like 325 on that. We also have a New York City ATM route, but Steven's putting together all the back end data, information, all the numbers. So we're just waiting on the owner to get us all that information. We have Wave Max Laundromat, which is in North Carolina, it's a franchise. Last month did 48,000, his best month ever. He's got a large commercial account that's, he's doing like a shelter, so he's doing like all this commercial work now for the shelter. But that's a franchise, so they gotta be able to get qualified for the franchise, and they gotta pay the royalty for the franchise. So it's kind of a pain in the ass, but for the right buyer, it's a good fit. We're getting an OBGYN, that's, again, getting all the documentation. some of these things take 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks to get.
That's what it,
Now, I have a
Go over.
question. OBGYN, right? Like, what kind of buyer would buy that?
I mean, somebody in the healthcare, industry, maybe somebody that's looking to roll up or maybe have an additional location. He's willing to stay on, but just doesn't want to do the business end of it anymore.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Still enjoys
So-
being a doctor, but
Okay.
not the business side of it.
All right.
So really looking to take some chips off the table and get something else,
Awesome.
So somebody that maybe has other locations that they want to be in Woodbury,
Yeah.
and get that, that clientele.
Do you know more or less how much you want, the ballpark?
What do we have on it? We just got the tax returns, and I didn't even underwrite them yet. We're still waiting for more information, but what is on his tax returns, on his gross, the last two?
1.5, and I got
And he wants to stay on.
He wants to stay on, he just doesn't want to be involved with the business anymore, like the business aspect of side of it.
Wants to stop.
He just wants to be a doctor.
Yeah, so he's willing to, like, he can hold the PC, he can hold the...
Yes.
He's willing to hold the PC?
Yeah.
That new doctor,
Yeah.
because what's billing is that doctor's, is Dino's PC is billing.
Right.
Every patient that you see, I sell the bill.
Right.
I get $100, I keep $10 to pay myself, everything else I sell to the MSO. I send to the MSO. Why? Because the MSO sends me a bill every month and says, PC, you owe me $100,000. For what? For your services, for everything.
Yeah.
Now, the MSO, you have to ask, well, how does the doctor get protected, or how does the MSO get protected? If the doctor says, I'm out of here, well, the MSO always, the PC is always in arrears, always owes money to the MSO. So the MSO gives them an invoice of $200,000, the doctor says, I'll give you 50. Okay, you still owe me 150. So if the doctor gets fresh and frisky and wants to leave, the MSO is owed and can go after the doctor. So that's how you keep that. But how does the doctor get secure? The doctor also owns shares in the MSO. That's how everybody's protected. So I'm the PC. You can't own my PC. I own 100% of the PC. But all my monies flow to the MSO. But by the way, I'm also an owner of the MSO, so you can't leave me because I'm an owner there too. Me, my wife, my cousin can sit on the MSO. Only in New York, because New York is the corporate practice of medicine, and if he practices medicine and he owns a pig, he goes to jail. In Florida, there's no corporate practice of medicine. In Florida, it's the direct opposite. In Jersey, direct opposite, where there are non-clinicians owning clinics.
Yes.
New York, you go to jail. It's called the corporate practice of medicine. But like I told you, in Florida, that's the way of thing. Everybody, all the clinics are owned by non-clinicians. Here, you can't do that. So they get around it by making an MSO.
Good to know.
So thanks, Steve.
That was awesome.
Yeah, for real.
It's good. A lot of that's like restaurant management companies. Like there's ownership and the management. There's management another layer. There's just
that's what I was.
create some cash flow.
you can put a price, a business out, priced upon request. But if you see on Business by Sell, some of them don't even have prices. You can put it on the marketing kit, price upon request. So say,
That's towards the buyer.
well, yeah, I'm saying towards the buyer, but like we'll figure out the best, the multiple you want to work with. Us, Mike Steinberg, like we'll figure it out. Send us your financials. We'll figure out the best price to list this at. But in order for us to spend hours of our time underwriting it, get the commitment to 3 months, 6 months, whatever, and then we can move forward.
I mean,
Is the seller gonna sign that?
Yes,
to your
yes,
point,
I've had sellers with commercial real estate sign that.
Steve, to your point, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying to you is this: listen, the first meeting, you're gonna know whether someone's full of shit or not. You're gonna know if you're gonna be able to work with them or not. You're gonna weed that out. You either have to have that experience and that picker or not. So like, I'm not gonna waste my time I'm gonna waste some time with my initial meeting, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna go and spend the next month wasting my whole month to work on somebody that doesn't want to work with me.
Like back, I'm saying, like back and forth with weeks with
But you'll
financials.
know, listen, you know when people want to work with you or not. We met with the tire lady, right? She owns the building. She's now called me 3, 4, 5 times, texted me. We built great rapport. I know for sure the lady wants to work with us, okay? I get it. You could just tell when somebody wants to work with you. You know who's gonna wanna work with you. And then you gotta be able to wanna work with them too. So, that just comes with experience,
I've turned people down.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with them.
Yeah, the takeaway. You know what? You're not the right fit.
I turned 3 deals down already.
Yeah.
I don't want to sell. I'm not the right fit. I don't know.
Listen, we got a lead yesterday for a tanning salon. I'm on the call with Steve, talking about wasting his time. I was on the call for 10 minutes. I texted him, like, Steve, I can't, I gotta go to this call. I'm at it.
It was a $15,000 minimum deal, but
It's girls all over the place, not making money, rent's too much. Within 10 minutes, I'm like, it's not, I said, refer it to somebody else. I can't even waste my time. So it's just understanding having to pick her. Like, I knew within probably the first 3 minutes of asking her questions, and she started answering them, I'm like, I'm gonna move on. I can't. I texted him, I'm like, hey, I gotta bounce.
Another strategy that actually Mike has taught me is you take the deal away from you. You take the deal away. In other words, from the guy who wants it, that you're trying to beg him to do it, you take it away. You say, you know what? No, I'm not working with you. We're gonna, thank you very much, we'll call you back. Once they feel that they're gonna lose it, it works.
Yeah, it's called the takeaway close.
You take it away. So you know what, you're right. You wanna think about it? All right. I need to show it to someone.
I do that all the time with
The
the
fear of them taking it away and it's work. Mike told me, I said, Mike, I'm not gonna do that. He goes, do it, and it worked.
Sure.
I said, you want me to? He goes, just do it. And you
There's
make believe. It's like a pump fake.
Dino, there's a whole psychology to selling, and we're in the people business, and there's just so much that goes into it. It's your tonality, it's what you're saying, but what you're not saying. It's how people are like looking at you and how you're coming across to them. So there's just so many different things to do. But people will do business with you if they like you. If they don't like you, they're not going to do business with you. I mean, if you have the best thing in the world, they don't like you, they're not buying from you. They don't want to work with you. And I'm sure Rich could attest to that because you've been doing this for,
300 years.
500 years.
If they don't like you, you're not going to do
You're not even in the door.
have you ever done the, to be determined price, you want to work with us, sign the agreement, and we'll...
I work with the price. I don't do some of the things. Well, I do feel personally I'd rather have a price. I don't want to have a problem with
But figure it out after they get you everything, but...
All right, then we'll figure, yes, I've done that. We'll figure the price out.
Yeah.
What the place is worth.
Yeah.
Somebody might think it's worth 40 million and it's worth 2 million. So that I'll do with them. I'll work with them and we'll see. A lot of people don't even realize they're not making money. They're stealing, they're getting more in debt, and the place is becoming more debtor, more debts it has.
But on your first meeting with somebody, right? You're going in, and what is your goal?
Excuse me?
What's your first goal when you meet with somebody that wants to sell a business?
What do I say to them?
Like, what are you trying to accomplish at that meeting?
I'm trying, first of all, if they don't like me, they're not going to give me the listing. That's the first thing. And you have, number one. Number two, you have to know something about their business. Most businesses, most of us don't know. Until you become an expert in that field, you deal with a lot of them. But you get a lot of things that you don't really know what their business is. They'll teach you the business as you go along. Because they talk to you and you have to pick up what they say and you have to learn from what they say what the business is worth. And then we ask them, I always ask them, what do you want for the place? And then I go, oh, okay, we'll try, and I write it down.
Right.
And that's all. Well, and then I find out and I look it up.
Right, you're reverse engineering.
What a multiple is,
right,
or what it is. I may not be an expert, but by the time I leave there and I get to the next one, business like that, I'm an expert. And this is what happens in every business that you sell. Just let the people like you and try to tell them that you'll do the best you can. And you people here have an advantage over a lot of companies. I'll explain to you. You have support here. I didn't work at companies that had support. This is great. Now, whether you guys realize it or not, this is a great effort and helps you sell your business. By staying with all you people together, you'll make much more money. I think this is wonderful. I have to tell Mike. What I see him.
You're hired.
I'm hired? Okay. I really mean it. All I can say is that you guys help each other, which is wonderful. And it helps, you'll sell more businesses during the year. Instead of selling one business that you make 40,000 on, you'll sell 10 businesses that you'll make 25,000 on. So you'll make much more money. And that's what this affords you, all you guys. And don't be afraid to share something. It's wonderful what you guys do here. Really, all of you. I'm very, very, very pleased with this place and happy the way you guys work.
Thank you.
No, I really mean it. You should all give each other stars. Work together and you'll make more money.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to share a commission. Don't you want to eat a pie?
Yeah.
Sometimes you won't eat.
Yeah.
Eat part of the pie. You'll eat more.
So true.
So that's what it's all about. And that's what you guys are doing here now. And if there's something you don't know in this business, ask your friend next to you. Ask somebody. There's nothing wrong with asking to anybody. The worst thing you can do is not ask somebody. Everybody doesn't know everything about every business. I mean, I know everything about it.
Alex was in here.
But I don't know anything about anything. That's the first thing I say to myself.